Friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on today's video we are going to do a cute winter long sleeve t-shirt. We're going to be using this adorable stencil, which I'm feeling like it applies to a lot of us. My husband is busy freezing me out all winter in our house, and it says, yes, I'm cold, me 24/7. So we're going to use that. We're also going to use this awesome stencil right here to do the sleeves. So I'm going to show you how that's done. And there's a lot of different ways, but I'll show you this way. So that's the project. As you are hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle. This should be super quick and easy. We're going to be using this t-shirt right here. It is Gildan brand. I purchased it last week at Hobby Lobby. They had several colors. I have not washed it, but you can wash your t-shirt projects first if you want. I just usually don't get around to it. And I also purchased this one. We're not going to do this one today, but I did want to mention that you could do a white t-shirt with some of this blue ink, or pink or red, or absolutely whatever color you might want, and that would be super cute too. So these t-shirts I think were $8.99, and Hobby Lobby always has their t-shirts at 30 or 40% off pretty nearly all the time. I am going to be using wax paper in my sleeves and underneath the top layer of my t-shirt to make sure that I don't stencil to the back. This is a super easy project, and I know I will enjoy wearing this t-shirt around the house this winter. So I did iron it because it was in a bag and it was all wadded up. That's my doing. I took it out and then just crammed it back in there, and it looked just a total wrinkled mess. And sometimes if your fabric is really crumpled, you're not going to get a good stencil impression. So I did iron this, but I did not wash it. Okay, I'm using a piece of parchment paper. This is one of my favorite finds at Dollar Tree. It works great to protect the back of my t-shirt just in case this ink would bleed through, which I don't know. I haven't stenciled on this brand of t-shirts before, so I'm not sure how tight the weave is or isn't. But this is just an easy way to protect it. And then I should have gotten this out beforehand, but I didn't think about it. I'm going to use my Stencil t-shirt placement thing. Okay, and this is great. It helps you get a center, and it helps you know how far down to go. There's one for adult, youth, toddler, and infant. I'm an adult, so I'll use the adult one. And I am going to just put it up here. Usually the easiest way to center one of these t-shirt placement things is by the tag, because almost always they sew it exactly in the middle. So I'm just going to eyeball it a little bit, and I think that's going to be good. Okay, so this is a reusable, adorable new stencil from MagnoliaDIY.com. And one thing that I love about Magnolia stencils is that there's a whole bunch that coordinate together. And at some point, hopefully I'll remember during this video, I want to show you some of the other ones that coordinate with the snowflakes theme. And I think why I like snowflakes as a theme so much is because you can use it all winter, past Christmas into January and February. It's not quite as limited, you know, in its use time. So I'm just laying this on here so that the design starts about right here. And I'm going to get a ruler because I do want this to be centered. So let me just check to see. I like to just go from the it's 5.5 inches on both sides. Okay, so these stencils, in case you've never used one, they are super easy to work with. They're adhesive. They are reusable. Let me look for a crummy one. Which means that you can use them, put them away, bring them out next year, use them, put them away, bring them out next year. And these are a couple that I've had for either 2 or 3 years. You can see that sometimes they get a little yucky looking on the front. The quicker you wash them, the less likely dark chalk paste or ink is to stain them. But these are great. They're, I think the company says 15 to 20 times, but I have some that I've used 30 or more times because I take care of them. So today, because this is fabric and I will want to wash it in the washing machine for sure, I am using ink. This is Magnolia ink. It has a white cap and I'm using white. You don't ever want to use paint, like Waverly paint or latex paint or chalk paint or craft paint on your stencils because it dries super fast and the design comes from the little holes in this mesh and paint will dry in the holes and ruin it. So don't use paint. Plus paint on fabric dries crunchy. So it would not be comfortable. So you definitely want Magnolia ink, and they have a ton of different colors. Chalk paste is not really going to work for this project. Chalk paste is intended, generally speaking, for hard surfaces, and it's not permanent, and there's really not much you can do to make chalk paste permanent. So you want ink. Okay, and this is my ink, and I'm just going to stir it up. Put on my glasses so I can see. The trick with using ink, because I know a lot of people are intimidated by it, the trick is to get it through the holes of your mesh stencil and then get the globs off and then stop. Seriously. Don't keep going over and over and over because the fabric will pull in your medium and spread it out and it won't look good. I'm going to use a small squeegee. Also, I did want to mention that when you are using white ink on a dark colored piece of fabric, like this dark red, your white ink might not look super dark when your project's done, just because it just is that way. But I know that, and I'm cool with it. We'll see how it looks. I'll show you in just a second. So I'm just pushing this ink through the holes of my stencil. You can see that I'm not very organized. Some people just strictly go from top to bottom or side to side. I'm all over the place. But one thing I am good about is once I get everything covered, I'm going to pick up the globs. Do that, and then I'm going to stop. And the globs are just where the ink is on here thick. And it won't look great on your project if it's really thick in some spots and then not in others. I'm just looking to see where does it look. It's really light. Okay, let's say good. Just making sure that I've got everything covered nice and well. Okay, So you can just put it right back in your little pot. No reason to waste any of that goodness. And I'm going to pull it off. I'm going to peek as I'm going along. It looks great. To see if there are any areas that I need to go back and redo. Nope, it looks fabulous. Okay, this is going in my little tub of water over here. Face down so that it can soak until I can get out to the kitchen. Oh my gosh, this looks great. This is going to be such a fun t-shirt. I'm going to wear this around the house. I'm also going to wear it with a pair of jeans out and about. Yes, I'm cold. Me, 24/7. Okay, we're going to do a sleeve, and so I'm going to have to be careful about how I do that. Not to disturb this part. And I will come back and do the other one off camera. But for this, there's so many different things that you can do that are fun. You could do a cuff of something like this. I'm looking. Gonna need those. Okay, this, don't be upset, first of all, that I cut my snowflake stencil in half. I did it for a specific reason and it's still workable and I could still do the whole thing. But this would make an adorable cuff to go around the bottom of the sleeve. Super cute. So you could do something like that. You could do something up here. You could do something on the elbows. We're going to do something like right here on the front of the sleeve. And I think it's going to be one of these snowflake stencils that looks similar to this design. So I think it's going to be that one. This is what the whole sheet looks like. This is such an awesome stencil. This and this, I used like crazy last year. I used, my actual ones that weren't just my sample. And then they sold out pretty early in the season. So if you're thinking, ooh, I want to do a lot of snowflake stuff, don't wait too long to grab it. Okay, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to come back, and I'll show you those other stencils that I have out. So I'm just going to take a piece of this parchment paper. You could use a piece of cardboard, a piece of paper towel, absolutely whatever you want. Just pulling that into my sleeve. And I did try to iron this, although it doesn't look great. It really doesn't. Let me see, did I do a better job on the other sleeve? Not really. So like I said at the start of the video, you can wash your t-shirts, sweatshirts, tea towels, whatever you're making, table runners, pillows. You can wash them beforehand if you want. You don't have to. You will be heat setting it though, and I need to remember to tell you about that. Okay, so I'm just taking this off of the backing sheet. I don't need to fuzz it because it's going on fabric. And I'm really just going to kind of eyeball what will be the middle point between here and here. And let me see. Ooh. Okay, sorry about that. So you guys know I talk all the time about how I have all these technical difficulties, and now I'm really close. And that was one of them where I almost tipped my whole phone over off the desk. Okay, we can work with that, right? So I'm just measuring how far up it is from the stencil itself. It's like 1 3/4 of an inch up. And I'll just remember that for when I do the other side. And then we're just going to do the same quick little thing. This won't take very much ink at all. So you can use these Snowflake stencils for hard surfaces, for soft surfaces, for all kinds of things. And I'm just putting what's left over back in my little pot. This is what that looks like. And it looks great. And I think it's going to look great with the rest of the stencil. So, get this out of my way and put this over here so you can see. This is going to be super cute when it's dry. Okay, to heat set it, let me fix my camera so my head's not chopped off. And so it doesn't look like we're tipping over. Okay, to heat set this, I will wait till it's fully dry, a couple of hours. Or overnight is even better, but usually I'm too impatient and I cannot wait that long. I will put a piece of parchment paper in between my stencil design and my iron. I'll put it on cotton because I believe this is 100% cotton. Let me check. Well, it might have a little bit of polyester in it. If it does, then I'll turn my iron down some and I'll just go over it for 3 or 4 minutes. I can turn it wrong side out, iron that, and boom, this can be washed and worn and even go in the dryer, and the design won't be going away. So I'm afraid to lift it up because if I do, then I may smudge it. And I don't know if you can see. Okay, so let me grab these other stencils that I want to show you that sort of coordinate. I think red and white is perfect for winter, me too. But I also bought a really cute men's long sleeve t-shirt that's baby blue at Target. It's a long sleeve t-shirt, not a sweatshirt. But it has a pocket. So I don't think that's gonna work to put the center thing on there. I'm gonna have to work around that. But it was such a pretty nice long sleeve t-shirt that I grabbed it anyways. Okay. So, let me show you what I've got here. I showed you these. This is called Snowflake Pattern. This is called Snowflakes 2022, I believe, because that's the year they designed it. And you can use all or part of these stencils. Like you could use these cute little snowflakes that are on here. The cute little mittens or the whole thing. This says, baby, it's cold outside. Look how cute those. I mean, they really paid a lot of attention to all the detail, which I'm sure it's 100%. This was a Lisa Ramsey. She's one of the owners' design. Same with this one. Super cute. You can do the whole thing. You can do I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas without the snowflake pieces. You could just do the snowflake pieces. You could just do the snowman pieces. This is a full set of tree patterns. I'm pretty sure these are coming back. There's multiple designs, including this one that has snowflakes. These are great for making stuffies. Okay, let me put this back in here. And I'll grab some more to show you. All right, this one is super adorable. I'm pretty sure it's back this year. Hot Cocoa Bar, Mrs. Claus Cafe. Look how cute that little cup of hot cocoa is. That would be adorable. That could go on my men's shirt, just the hot cocoa. Anyways, it has an adorable snowflake. Okay, this is one of my favorites. So much so, let me show you, that I actually ordered a second copy of it. This is the one I've used multiple times, and this is my brand new one. It's called Home for the Holidays. You guys, this is the most adorable design. And it has all those awesome little snowflakes. And this cute little country cottage. Here are a couple more. This one says, if hugs were snowflakes, I would send you a blizzard. Last year I did some sparkly silver on glass projects using chalk paste. And I used just this gust of wind and a bunch of the snowflakes, not the words. And it was super cute. I'll try to see if I can find that picture and I'll put it in the comments. This is a great one too. Here's another one that says snowflakes are kisses from heaven. And it has some great snowflakes on it. This is really cute. I did make this shirt last year. I have to see where it is. It says, this is my Christmas movie watching t-shirt. I don't know if you're into Hallmark. You either love Hallmark Christmas movies or you hate them. Most of the time I love them. Although I pretty much have to watch those alone because Hiedi is just not interested. He thinks they're too cheesy or something. Anyways, this has some adorable pieces on it. You could just use the word Christmas. You could just use that reindeer. Just use this funny little Christmas tree that's tipped over with a big ornament. Just use the snowflakes. It's up to you. Oh, this is one of my favorites. I have two of these also. Let's see if the other one's here. No, I think I didn't pull it out because it looks too bad. This is Noel. I used this also on a glass round cylinder last year. I used the black glittering chalk paste, and then I sprinkled my favorite sterling Sulin extra fine glitter from Walmart over the top, and it was fabulous. And this is a great snowflake. And then this is brand new. I can't remember what this is called. Oh look, it's bookwords or something like that. And it has like, here comes Santa Claus, and you can make a book stack or lots of other things. Here's one that says walking in a winter wonderland, and there's snowflakes. There's farm fresh Christmas trees, and then look at the bottom. And this was cracking me up. Stink, stank, stunk. Say in the comments if you know where that expression comes from. Where does stink, stank, stunk come from? So this is cute too. And then last, I'm pretty sure this one is available this year. This is enormous. This is called Christmas Pattern. I've used it a lot. Obviously it looks terrible. It has all kinds of really fun stylized Christmas trees, and then little packages, and then all kinds of cute little snowflakes and dots. And I don't know how many times I've used it. It really does look horrible. Your stencils are still completely usable, even when the front looks like this, as long as the mesh isn't clogged up. So, either use on hard surfaces chalk paste, which is not the same as chalk paint. Yep, I see lots of you guys are getting that question about the stink, stink, stunk correct. Don't use chalk paint on your stencils. It's not the same thing as chalk paste. It's permanent, it dries fast, and it can really ruin your stencils. I don't use any kind of paint on mine personally because I want them to look like this and still be 100% usable my third Christmas having it. And my fourth, and my fifth, and my sixth. These are a great investment in many years of Christmas crafting to come. So, for this cute little t-shirt, we used the Yes I'm Cold Me 24/7, and then I used one of the little snowflakes. Snowflake 22 is the name of that. I'm going to let it fully dry. I'll do the other sleeve. I'll get a picture of me wearing it. And yep, I see lots of people are getting that stink, stank, stunk right. Love that movie. It's a Christmas classic. What else was I going to say? Oh, do this or this. Or say something to me in the comments. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Thank you for all those hearts and thumbs coming up. I appreciate that. Let me know if you would like my complete supply list or if you want all the Snowflake themed stencil list with direct links. So you can just go like this, click with your finger or move your mouse and then click your mouse. It'll take you directly to those and you don't have to hunt anything down. Oh, put a snowflake on the back shoulder. That's a cute idea. I could do that. I have lots of options. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked this and saw how truly easy it is. This shirt, sorry, from Hobby Lobby was Gildan brand. It was $8.99, and I am certain it was 30 to 40% off when I bought it last week. So you could make some super cute shirts for not much money, and it would be fun if you do the whole holiday pajama thing for your family to do a t-shirt like this for everyone to go with some, fun long flannel plaid pants or something. Okie dokie. See you guys later. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and thanks for joining me.